Hello there. Welcome to one more episode of one-on-one coaching, maybe season two or phase two, whichever you want to call it. In this next few rounds, I'm going to try to focus on this message of helping those who feel stuck, who feel obligated to be in the workplace and then kind of sacrifice some of the time for the things and the people they love the most. They don't necessarily know how to get out of it. And that's what I want to help these people get through, figure out how to reconquer balance, as you want to say it, or as I like to say it, is integration, when life and success can meet and go together. So I figured I start talking or sharing some of the ideas that I have around work-life balance. In this episode, I'm touching on just one of the four elements. It's really four keywords that I think about. It's obligation, separation, stagnant, and then the last one is harmony or integration. And the obligation piece really comes from my experience. I noticed that when I started working in the corporate world as an actuary, I enjoyed it in the beginning. But as the time went by, I started getting more responsibilities. I started doing more complex work, and I started to feel important. And over time, I started developing this concept that in order to succeed, I needed to work more. I needed to get involved in more complicated things. And then I also needed to show up because some other people depended on me. And while some of those things are true or valid ways to think about it, at some point, it started becoming an obligation to go to work. It was no longer fun to do. It was really a task. It was another job. It was something that felt like a chore. I just had to do it. I had no way out of it, and it became really annoying. It was just draining my energy. And that's where the idea of work-life balance seems to be created, or at least affected. The idea of not being in balance seems to be coming from this mentality that I'm obligated to show up to work. Maybe it's because someone told me that I need a financially secure job. Maybe someone told me that in order to get promoted, I needed to come in early, leave late, and do more that was expected of me. And maybe I feel obligated because if I don't go, someone's gonna fire me. Or if I don't show up, my customers or my clients are not gonna get their problems resolved. So if I take vacation, it's gonna be a mess because I'm gonna have too many emails and too many things to do, and I'm just gonna be missing out. That's an obligation feeling, and that's probably the first thing that needs to be challenged. Challenge or explore the possibility that you are showing up to work or sacrificing some of the passionate things in your life, some of the exciting things in your life out of obligation to something related to work. If you identify that, then you need to maybe explore what are different ways to look at what your situation. Maybe some of these expectations that you're setting on yourself are really misguided, or not misguided, but just misunderstandings. Maybe you can take off work. Maybe you don't have to show up all the time and work on weekends and have 80-hour work weeks. I do not know what the answer is going to be without exploring it one-on-one with you. But if you discover the obligation piece, then the process it goes into how to transform that into something more purposeful. What's the true reason that I want to show up to work, and go from there and see what things maybe can be delegated, eliminated, or what things you're really putting on yourself without other people actually expecting you to do it. So that's kind of like the first step. Let's challenge the idea that we're obligated to show up to work, or maybe that we're obligated to balance the two, but I'll touch on that on the future videos. For now, understand that, at least for me, the work-life imbalance came from believing that I needed to show up and I needed to do certain things and I needed to put my effort into work because otherwise I was not going to get promoted, and then after that I'll just lose my job or lose my home and all these other things that I can think of. So happy reflection. Let me know what you think. Send me an email to hello@101coaching, or share this with somebody, discuss it with somebody, see what you come up with, and let me know. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.